Hey crafty friends, it's Alyssa with Crafting and Cope, and I'm on today with a Dollar Tree craft. And so I'm going to do a tutorial on how to make these adorable yarn hearts. And I made these last year, and what I did with them last year is I actually just put a cute little basket of them on my buffet with the rest of my Valentine's Day decor, and it was just so cute. I also took fishing line and just used a sewing needle and fed it through here, and I hung them in my kitchen window, just staggered hanging. You can also put just a piece of yarn through here. You could use them if you're a Valentine tree person. You can also take, I don't have one handy, but you could take like a skewer and you can just poke it right in the back here, and you can put the cute little puffy heart on a stick, and you can put it in a flower arrangement. You can put it in a bouquet. You can use it as filler in a gift bag, in shipping, all kinds of fun things you can use these for. I just think they're fun and they're so easy to create. So I have made all kinds of them. And then even this one that's multicolored, I've made all kinds of them, and I just make them while I'm sitting and watching TV. And essentially, you can get everything to make these at Dollar Tree. So you buy these packs of create your own ornaments, and there's 8 in here, and they come in a couple different varieties. It doesn't really matter what they look like because we're going to cover it with yarn. And then you can get the pretty chenille yarn at the Dollar Tree. So my store for $1.25 currently had a large selection of really cute Valentine Day colors. So they had a purple, a pink, let's see, a white, a hot pink, and then red. And they are just so soft, fluffy, and pretty. So you can run to the Dollar Tree and you can get your ornaments, you can get your yarn, and then all you need is a pair of scissors. So let's get started, and I'm just going to show you how easy it is to make one of these. It seriously couldn't be easier. So all you do is take your yarn, find the end, and then take the heart that you're going to cover. Just hold this piece with your finger or thumb, and then you just start wrapping. There is no rhyme or reason to how you wrap. At first, you're going to have to use your fingers to kind of hold things in place because on the wood, the things kind of want to start slipping around. So I do a lot of holding things from the back. As you can see, my hands are back there. Once you start to get more yarn on here, it gets a little bit easier. It doesn't slip as easy. So you just kind of use your fingers. You'll see things just start to slip. You can just start back over, hold it in place with your finger, and it just is a messy little yarn heart. And as it starts to fill out, it just gets cuter and cuter. And you can wrap any which way you want as long as things are covered. And if you get like a loose piece like this, I just focus on that and cover it. The tip gets a little hard, but again, as you get more yarn on there, it gets easier. Now, if you don't have a Dollar Tree by you, you could still make these. You could cut a heart out of cardboard. You could even cut a cereal box and like double up the heart. You could trace the heart with like a cookie cutter you have around your house, or you could draw your own heart. Otherwise, these wood things are sold at Dollar Tree. I've also seen them in different sizes and shapes of hearts at Hobby Lobby. So if you wanted a variety of different shapes, you could cut your own, or you could buy different wooden shapes at different stores. I will link whatever I can down below. Now I use the chenille yarn just because it's so pretty, puffy, and soft. You could do this with regular yarn too. I just really love this chenille yarn. It's just so cute. So we're just going to keep wrapping until every single thing is covered. And so, like I said, there's so many different uses for these. I just think they're so cute and easy to make. I've actually seen yarn wrapped hearts for sale at Hobby Lobby, And I'm like, oh, I kind of like mine better because they're just, I like the chenille. So I just make my own, but you can buy them already made. But, you know, most everything we make, you can buy already made. I just like making things myself. So then I just make sure that I'm paying attention to both sides and I'm covering all of the wood. So flip it over once in a while. Make sure that the back side also looks cute and that everything's covered. So see, I flip it over here and I have some spots. But I really just, like the one year I did hang these in my kitchen window over my sink, and just with the fish line, which you can just get that at Walmart, or I just take mine out of my son's tip fishing box, use it and put it back and hope he doesn't notice. And then you can just take, you know, find a spot that there's that wood in there. But you could also put the fishing line through here and tie it, you know, a knot, and then just keep pulling it out and cover it with the fishing line in there. That's an option as well. So you just keep covering it. They are just so cute. Like, even to just, like I said, you could add like a skewer, or you could even use like a cute Valentine straw and just poke it right up in here and then add it to a bouquet. You could use it in paper crafting and add it to a loaded pocket. If you're mailing a Valentine's package, you could just throw a couple of these on top so they're cute when somebody opens the package. That's really all you have to do. And you just wrap it and wrap it and wrap it till you get it to a point where everything looks covered and it is the desired puffiness you want it. So this one I think looks really good. So then all you're going to do is just cut the string, and I still have some. I'm just going to keep wrapping it until I get to the end. And then when I get to the end, which here I am, I'm just going to find a way to shove it right underneath. I just try to stay away from the top, because if I'm going to, you know, hang it, I don't want that to be the string that can pull out. I don't use glue or anything. Mine have always been fine. I just tuck it. And then if I want to put something through here, I could just put it right there and hang it up. But they are just so cute and puffy and fun. And then this one I didn't finish the end of. So like if you do have one where the end comes out, I think this was the one I just did and I must not have finished it before I started my video. You just poke it right back in there. You can also just use like your scissors and poke it in there so it gets in there really good. And there you go. So all these cute little hearts that I can hang up, put in a cute little basket. The ones that they sell at Hobby Lobby, they call it table scatters. So I think that people use them on when they decorate their table. And they are about the same size, which seems a little big for table scatter. But when I got to the end of these skeins of yarn and I still had some left, I wrapped this one in all the colors. It's a little busy, but it is cute. So I didn't waste any of the yarn. But that is my fun little tutorial. So you can make your own cute little basket of hearts to display or to hang up, or to use in your bouquets. Like if you make a candy bouquet, you could put one in there. There's just so many fun uses and they're so cute and so soft. So thank you so much for stopping by again. All of this you can get at the Dollar Tree, but I will put some links below for you if you want to try and find some of these things on Amazon. Have a great day, everyone. Bye.